All right then. I was talking to somebody the other day about fashion, and they said, "You're a bit of a fashion man yourself, aren't you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I suppose I am a little bit. Yeah, people, just look." And they said, "Why don't you do a video on fashion?" And I thought, well, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, especially now I'm one of these influencers, or so the grandchildren tell me anyway. So, I thought I'd do something on fashion, because I'm a pretty fashionable sort of person, really, even though I do say so myself. Many people have said it. I'd like to be modest about it, of course, but... So, anyway, I thought, well, what are we going to do? I'm going to make a video, but what am I going to do? And I thought, well, first off, let's have a look at what the field is, what's currently out there. That's always the best way. And then I thought, after that, I'll actually come up with something to trump it, to be a bit better, or maybe not trump it, but something a bit different. You know what I mean? So anyway, what I did, I had a little look around on the old-fashioned thing, and the first one I came up with this bloke. I'm sure you've all seen this. He's been around on the internet for ages. And he's got, I've got a particular liking for this, because obviously it's got squeeze box trousers. But I thought to myself, I haven't seen anybody wearing this out. And when this bloke goes to the cleaners, he takes it down the cleaners. The cleaner must say, "Blimey," he says, "how am I supposed to?" Look at all the ironing he's got to do. He'd drive it up the bloody wall, wouldn't it? And I think the reason I probably haven't seen anybody wearing this out is because the minute they go out their house, they get beaten up. Yeah? If they got their mates at either end of the road to set a firework off just to distract attention while they got in the taxi, they might get away with it. But anyway, so that was one of them. And then I thought, right, well, let's have a look for the female version of it. And we came up with that. And I thought, why would you want to go out dressed like a strawberry? In both of these pictures, one of the things that occurs to me is, how'd you go to the loo, right? How'd you get this thing off? Well, I won't go into any more detail. I think it's fairly self-evident. But I just, put these two together. What are you going to wear to the Arsenal Spurs match on Saturday, Henry? Oh, I think I'll wear my concertina trousers. Oh, will you? Excellent. I'll dress up as a strawberry. And then off they go. It's unbelievable, isn't it? She said, "Oh, look, this one's a little bit too small. I went into Debenhams and they didn't have a size 14. So, and then she wears a pair of flip-flops, right? You never see me wearing flip-flops. But anyway, be that, and I mean, to be honest, right? If you went out on a blind date with this woman and you phoned her up, and you say, you never met her before, right? So you say, "How will I recognise you?" And she said, "I'll meet you down the King's Head and I'll be wearing a carnation." Anyway, so you get down the King's Head, you walk in and you see her, and you say, "Blimey." You go and introduce yourself and say, "Look, excuse me a moment, I'm just going to the loo," right? And you go to the loo and then you climb out the window and you run as fast as you can. So anyway, but that's a matter of personal taste, obviously. I'm sure a lot of people actually think this is all good gear. But anyway, I'm sitting here talking to you and having a little bit of a dig at these people, all light-hearted, obviously. And you're saying to yourself, "All right, Jack, are you going to do any better then? Hey, where's your solution? You're criticising, you haven't come up with a solution." Well, that's where you're wrong, you see, because I have come up with a solution, and it's a very good multiple occasion outfit, and it works for just about anything. So one of the big problems I always think is you come home from work, you got your suit on or whatever you're wearing. Let's say a suit. You got your suit on. You come home, you got to go out. So you get in, you rush, you take your suit off, then you put your going out clobber on, and it just takes a lot of time to change, doesn't it? It takes a lot of time to change. So I thought I'd come up with a solution where you don't have to change. You come home from work and you're ready to go straight back out, and the change is seamless. So anyway, let's have a little look at what I've come up with, see what you think, all right? So here we go. Nice smart suit, ready for work. cleanly shaven, nice sleeve length there. You go down a bit, you might just catch the black shoe, not quite, but you can see the cut of the jib anyway. Lovely smart suit. And here we got the other side of the coin, the leisure wear. So we've got a wind cheater there in case it gets a bit chilly. Nice pair of cut down jeans, bit of a beach bum look about it this. Nice pair of flip flops walling around in the sand, sort of like a rough, manly, unshaven look on the face. So there's the other side, turn round and they're both together. There we are. So on the left hand side is your city wear, on the right hand side is your casual wear. Now all we need to do now is to show you how it looks on the catwalk. Now for the catwalk, obviously coronavirus, we can't actually make a catwalk, not a proper one anyway. So what you'll have to do is pretend on the left there, imagine they're the office blocks for the city. On the right we put out a little paddling pool so that it looks like we're on the beach or you know, by the hotel swimming pool. So there we are, walk up and down the catwalk, just take the jacket off and away we go. Now Jack, I think you're overdoing it a little bit here. Everybody's seen all this already. You want to be a little bit careful, Jack. No, Jack, be a bit careful. Oh.